Hello and welcome back to another Panzer Corps series. My name is Fish and we are taking the Low Countries today. I ended off my last video. We had completed the Operation Weserbung and now we were purchasing units. I decided to go with two fighter Bf-109s. I purchased a Panzer 4D and I actually purchased the cheaper artillery, I believe. I did not upgrade my artillery in between videos either. I'm trying to conserve as many prestige points as possible, and I guess my thoughts are that the artillery doesn't make that much of a difference. They really just suppress and take the enemy out of their entrenchments. See if we can get those guys. Those were some unfortunate landings, I'll tell you. But that's okay. Get these guys moved up into position. Doing some attacks with the fighters, taking the enemy entrenchments and decreasing them by 1. It doesn't look like these are actually entrenched yet. That's interesting. But this guy is an entrenchment of 3. Let's see what we can accomplish here. So he is not entrenched at all right now. I wonder who I should attack with. Should I attack with them? Maybe I could use the Pioneer up here. That guy has 1 entrenchment. I think I'll go that direction. Oh boy, they paid a heavy price there. So that's the reason why I put the Pioneer here, the engineering division there, so I could go either direction. I think I'm going to have the token infantry see what they can do. Now the question is, I could have my tanks rush in, or maybe I can't. Okay, they're not able to do that. Could take out the fort, or I could take out the infantry. I think I'll take out the fort. The fort is able to do a lot of damage here early on. I'm glad I got that VP. It gave me 100 prestige. That was pretty cool. My tanks are just kind of waiting over here. Maybe I should have distributed things differently. Waiting for a spearhead. If I put a truck there, they're going to get absolutely destroyed. I guess this kind of simulates real life because there was a log jam as they were trying to get through the Ardennes, but I think this is the road that they were trying to go in through. This is the Ardennes forest here, and these are the forts that they actually attacked with paratroopers, and I guess that's what this simulates. And actually, the majority of the German forces, their tank divisions went through the Ardennes here. Bypassed Belgium altogether. We're going to end up over here near Dunkirk, that's Calais. Dunkirk's right here. And here are the cliffs, the famous cliffs at Calais that the Guderian made it to. Alright, let's fight down here now. see. Now, this is an anti-tank, the Stug 3, but it kind of works like artillery. So when it comes up and fires on an opponent, they can't fire back, so it's very interesting. I put the recon there so that they could do exactly that. Take this VP real quick and then keep moving. And we haven't run into anything over here yet. I need to move this 88 up. This is an area where you could use elite replacements because these guys are just sitting here waiting for the river crossing. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get this town right here. What's kind of interesting is, I guess my question would be, if you could leave in the comments below, where is Luxembourg on this map? Is it like a town like somewhere in here? Chalaret, Mabau. I'm butchering all these names. I have no idea how to say them. Sedan is over here. These are the plains of Sedan with the famous tank battles. Okay, I guess that's all we can do, so we'll pass the turn. I don't know why that guy attacked a tank. This guy came up and thought better of attacking them, I guess. This accomplished something. It got him out of his entrenchments. Even though we did take a big hit there. Oh, and they took that town back. Darn it. You always want to micro the air first. This guy should be no threat at this point, so I think I'm just going to leave him like this. The more modern fighters, like this gentleman here, are the ones that we're worried about. Wow, that was fantastic. Can he attack him? Yeah. Oh, Billy. So what we're going to do is use that exploit where we let these guys go back and waste all their prestige, re-upping their fighters. He can't attack the artillery because this guy's defending it. So maybe I'll rethink that plan. This guy cannot attack. Well, I guess he could attack there. 2 entrenchment. Well, the other thing that I wanted to mention about these smaller artillery is they do have an extra ammo capacity, 8 instead of 7, and then even the smaller is 9. So that's another reason why I'm trying to favor the small artillery instead of the big artillery. If they can get that other round off, I think it might be very significant. They can fire an extra time, that is. We can bring our tanks up here. Finish this off. I am going to use... let's see here. He can move up to there. That seems like that's a good plan. So the Fallschirmjäger or the paratrooper has see if I can demonstrate it here. Bunker killer. So I want to make sure that they're the ones that are attacking these bunkers here. See, now I don't know why that guy wouldn't just surrender at that point. I guess I could try to kill him with this. Nope. We've got to break a hole through their line here. And we got to do it quick. I guess I'll have this guy take him out. It's kind of a waste. Didn't want to have to do that. And our armored spearheads will roll forth. This guy can make it up there. This guy can. 2-1 or 2-3. I'm just going to have the infantry attack it and spare the armor for now. It's always hard to decide what to do at this point. I guess that guy can move there. Move him up there. I don't know that I want to get these guys in trucks and have them move because I think they're vulnerable to air attacks. Tank can move up. I do want an armored spearhead here. I'm worried about these soft targets. There will be tanks that we run into. I'm being very careful about my movements. Since this guy doesn't have a good attack, I think I'm going to go back on what I said and just have him take out the good fighter. Let them burn their prestige on this biplane or whatever it is. And then what I'll do is protect my soft targets here with this fighter plane. This is a very, so he's going to be there. He's going to be able to protect all these targets here. It's a very conservative way to play this biplane. Wow, 4 with a fighter? Fantastic. Protect these soft targets over here with this fighter. This is just blanketing air coverage. Another exploit you could do is if I wanted this fighter to stay here, I could just move this fighter over there. I'm not going to do that. I'm a little worried about this little guy. Wow, he has to stay on that road. I wonder if we can have him attack in exchange for this guy then. I'm glad I brought 2 infantry here. That's super tough. Okay, this guy shouldn't be a threat anymore. I don't think I have to worry about their air coverage down here. Their Air Force typically attacks up here. It would be nice to get this guy refueled. However, I am still worried about their Air Force coming in and kind of slapping these guys around. Now, I'll refuel them. Everyone's pretty covered over here. This guy's in a city. He should be pretty covered. I'm going to do a quick save, just in case. See what they moved in over here. I can't. He might be able to move around. We've got to get in the back and get to that artillery. So it's going to circle around to try to get there. These guys might be able to walk down to that artillery first. The priority is to attack the artillery, eliminate the artillery first, always. Here's another one of those old French 75s from World War I that were mainly ineffective because of their direct fire. Their shots didn't arc. You can see that how the angle is not very high, whereas the German artillery here, the angle of the barrel is high enough to where you can drop a shell in from more of like a 90-degree angle. Therefore, it's better in entrenched situations and situations when you're attacking something behind a hill or behind cover or something like that. You can drop a shell in from up top. All right, we'll pass the turn. They did bring their air down here. And the biplane went... That's smart about... The AI had the biplane help defend their TAC bomber. Their tactical bomber over here. To be honest with you, forcing their Air Force down here is a win for me. 3-2. Gotta go with that. I don't want to attack into their AA gun here. Let's see if I can't suppress their artillery. That was a really good attack. Okay. 5 entrenchment. What do I need to do here? I want to take this VP. That's my priority. That was a really good attack. And you see that the artillery did not support because it's suppressed. I suppressed the artillery before we attacked. This guy is just going to move to make that fighter move. And, well, maybe I won't have him move. This guy can move down. I'll have him attack first and see what happens. Wow. Then he'll come in. Hopefully he'll surrender. And then I can move up. Perfect. And take this VP. I can move up the recon. So now that I destroyed the anti-aircraft gun, I should be able to come in with my Air Force and help support. Those aren't great odds. Do I have anything better? Yeah. 4-1. I'll take it. You want to address this right away. These fighters, they are your biggest threat at this point. Notice how they're low on fuel, but I have this airbase captured, so they're going to refuel in between. I'm going to leave this guy at 3 and see if I can't deal with this. What is it, a Spitfire? It's a French D520. I have no idea what that is, but it looks pretty cool. Let me think about this. Where is this guy going to attack? So this guy, 4-1. Or we could take that VP. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, Billy. Oh, man, that was so good. I'm going to save that. Wow. Oh, boy. The Allies are having a bad day. A real bad day. I'm still worried about them getting attacks in on me here, so I'm just trying to figure out what do I want to do? Where do I want to go with this guy that he'll be protected? They flew away from my 88s here. Wisely. A very wise choice. I know that there's an artillery piece here. No. That was my mistake. This might be a mistake, but I'm going to have these planes with no escorts. A very risky maneuver. 2-2. I just don't like that. I'd rather maybe take out some of this attack bomber. See, the biplane is not even, didn't hit my BF-109. So it's not a threat. The only reason why I attacked the biplane is because there was a lack of targets in the area, I guess. I don't know, I'm super worried about like driving this over here and someone popping out and just killing it. The tank can come around and kill it. I'm just going to have him march up. Like I said, play super conservative. Attacking these fortresses with artillery and planes is not going to be super effective. That's what they were built to defend against. What happened in real life was the German Luftwaffe had their paratroopers land on top of the forts with gliders. The infantrymen inside the forts had no idea what was happening, and they took out the forts that way with small arms. And like I said, these Panzer IIIFs can handle the heart attacks of these tanks much better than the Panzer IV-D. I got the Panzer IV-D for soft targets, so as I just demonstrated there, that was good. So now I can move this guy up. He's supported by artillery, which was not helpful. The artillery did not get my tank, penetrate the tank's armor. This guy still has an entrenchment of 3. Okay, I'm going to have to move my artillery around. I'm going to continue to drive this point home. You want to sequence what you're doing, kind of like chess, I guess. But you want to sequence your attacks. That's what this game is all about. Like, this guy could either drive his truck up and not move that far, or he's in the back, he can still attack. I'm going to have him go before, say, a guy right here that could probably move up and most likely attack up here. This guy is stubborn. I'm trying to move this tank last because I want him to be the one that spearheads through here. See, that guy can't even attack. This guy can move up and attack. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this guy at all. What a stubborn defense. This guy can move right here. Let's see what happens here. I'm a little worried about him moving away. Wow, this one infantryman held my whole tank column and everything. This guy could have blitzed and taken this VP. Ouch. That hurt. I want to get this 88 into position to go up against the armor, so I'm going to keep it kind of on this line right here. And then I don't think they're going to be able to see my artillery move up over here in their trucks. I don't think that they have vision in that area. This guy has a spotting of 2. He's just going to be rolling through the hills over here. That's kind of a funny way that happened. Okay, we didn't lose any units. I'm going to pass the turn. It's kind of interesting. I'm not used to playing in this fashion. I'm used to saving every few moves that I make, and I'm incredibly worried about what happens. This is an incredibly hard campaign to play. And so I end up having to, I make big mistakes, and then I end up having to use my saves to counterbalance those mistakes. I'm not going to attack from this bridge side. I'm going to have these guys loop around here, and that way they're not attacking with disadvantage. This is a situation where the recon is actually pretty helpful. The question is, who do I want to capture this VP? Probably this guy. And let the recon move up. Okay, the Stug 3 should be able to handle this guy. I just want to choke up the road there so that he can't use that road to come over. The paratrooper is going to get back on the airfield, and he's going to get moving. I don't think that this Hotchkiss can get around here. I'm not sure, though. Oh boy. Save that one. That's a scenario where I'm not sure what to do. The Air Force just backed off, which means they probably flew to these airfields to resupply. So that's fine. Let them do it. I'm fine with that. We need to get this guy's entrenchment down to 0. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the Air Force. They're not even trying to like resupply this guy over here. It's kind of funny. Neutralized. I'm not quite sure what that does. I think that that takes away prestige from the enemy. That's a monster attack right there on that enemy tank. This actually looks pretty good. I think I'm going to have him attack there. That's a decent attack. Five entrenchment. I need to start softening that target up. And then the question is, do I just one-shot this guy or go for the last entrenchment? I'm going to go for the last entrenchment and get greedy. Just ignore this guy completely. He's flying around in his biplane going at 120 miles per hour or however fast. That was a quite effective attack. Move out. Thank you. Four zero. 6. Wow, but he can go 4. Again, sequencing. 3. The Panzer IV is going to do best in this situation against that tank, because the tank is suppressed. Can this guy loop around? If he can... Yeah. 4. Okay. Gonna change up strats. Let the infantry come into these cities here. That was disappointing. That was not optimal. That was also extremely disappointing. But now the artillery can't support the infantry. Another example of how you should sequence your attacks. Back off, then he can move up. This actually went pretty well. I just want to take out their artillery. It's just so useful. I just need to eliminate it. That wasn't a really favorable attack over there either. Move up, because what else are you going to do, right? Oh boy, I think, yeah, I'm going to have to resupply that guy. And then the question becomes, where can this guy safely land on his trucks? They have a spotting of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So they're going to be able to see him from wherever. I'm just going to move him up to there. He is exposed on that river, but there is a force there. I don't know if that helps or not. Now I know for certain that this guy can't go through there because there's 2 of my units right there. He's not going to be able to just squeeze in between them. That's one of the game mechanics. Get him to an airport so that he can take off next turn and keep moving down the map. Can any of these guys just take this? Okay. A little concerned here about just driving a truck into here. Concerned about counterattacks. This basically looks like... Okay, they won't be able to get a guy there. This is dangerous, but I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to reinforce these guys. Nothing to buy. Alright, and we continue. Pass the turn. I don't want them to reinforce those tanks. I want them to reinforce like these crappy biplane units. It's not working, my strat. Okay, I don't see their air again, so they probably landed on an airport and are resupplying as we speak. There's nothing there. It'll probably be infantry with an artillery in back of it. I can't just move my 88 in. Wow. There's an attack for you. I'll have him move back to the air base. These guys almost out of fuel. I need something to at least chip away at this guy. Three. The armor is just so difficult to deal with. Oh boy. Hopefully they don't have vision on him because he might be in trouble. That might be a kill right there. I don't think they have vision on him. Yeah, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Perfect. He's going to get going. Is this guy a recon? No, he only has 2 vision. He'll get going. Kind of stealthily move that direction. They're going to be able to see that, aren't they? Can he just march up here, maybe? Six, 0. How can you pass up that attack? Get out of there. Damn it. Perfect. Got it. Alright, let's deal with these tanks. The unenviable task of dealing with the tanks. So 2-2. The Panzer 40 is 2-2 as well. Move out of there. This was like the perfect position to put this guy. If I move him up to there, no one's going to be able to just take that spot. What am I going to do? That's not a good attack, but we've got to keep the attack up. As I've been telling you guys, we've got to keep on hammering away. It's a really tough spot to be in. push him out. We took heavy losses there. It's okay. Can my Panzer IV get in there? Yes. Last hit this guy. Mark IV cruiser. Mark IV cruiser is no more. He's not going to be able to move around because that'll be occupied for sure. I can re-strengthen him. That'll help, but he is on a river tile, which is not so good. Let's move the infantry up. What the heck? Okay, so they got that guy right there. This guy's not going to have targets this turn. It's not good. I'll try it though. I'm just going to move him up to there. He is going to reinforce before he moves on. Oof. Just have him move up to there. He'll move up to there. Move up carefully. I need this guy to get in position. I don't think he's going to get in position though. So I'm just going to reinforce him. Next turn, this guy can attack from there. Oh, there's a plane right there, but it's... Oh, they didn't reinforce it yet. It's protected by that AA gun. What could be happening is I'm taking up so many of their prestige points that they're not able to reinforce a big unit like that airplane, which would take like 200 prestige. Good attack. Oh, you want a tango? Oh boy, that worked. Oh. I hope that tank survives. The Stug 3, come on man. You're supposed to be a tank killer. Take out that little tank. Okay, that wasn't too bad. This guy survived. I was really worried about that guy. Did they reinforce it? Yes, they did. Okay. Keep plugging along here. Six entrenchment. Be very afraid. God, this guy's like impossible to kill. And that's what I was saying in my last video. It is extremely hard to take out the Allied armor. I think the only problem with this whole scenario is the fact that... I'm just going to trap him in this pocket. It's the fact that the Allies, or at least the French, would penny packet their units. Like, this is a French tank. So therefore, the unit would be distributed in between, like, infantry. An infantry division would have, like, 3 tanks or something like that. While as a German tank division would have something in the order of, like, 50 tanks. You'd have, like, 30 Panzer 1s, 20 Panzer 2s, 5 Panzer 3s, and, like, 2 Panzer 4s. And they'd each have their specific role. So you'd bring up the tank that you needed, kind of like a pocket knife type of situation, I guess, when I start thinking about it. It's like, oh, well, this artillery can't hit this, but this 88 can, so this is going to be incredibly important. We're going to do a switch move here. We're going to move him up. So this is a difficult situation. We're going to move him up onto this river. But he's an 88. Bam, baby. This is kind of the only mainline unit that they had, because each infantry division had 88 flak guns that could deal with the Allied armor at the time, namely the French armor. So that kind of demonstrated that. That was pretty cool. Now my armor can wrap around, and you know I love to go for this artillery. Ooh. Tank gun over there too. The question is, oh, this is that 7.5. Just gonna ignore that tank. Move. Yes. Okay, so if he moves up there, he can attack there, but I think I need to get rid of that AA first. Moving up the engineers, which will ignore that 6 entrenchment that these guys have. Unfortunately, they didn't push him out of that area. See if I can't get my something to help us out here. All right. If I attack with this, I can severely take this guy out. He's incredibly vulnerable right now. I do want to do that attack, but I want to make sure that the anti-aircraft gun goes down first. So in order to do that, I need to move these guys up. God, that's a pretty big artillery gun, I guess. Nothing. Oh, that hurts so bad. Hopefully I can take this VP. If I move that tank in there, this AA gun is going to severely punish me. Because what I did to their tank, they can do to me with this gun right here. They tilt it down for direct fire purposes, and then they use their armor-piercing rounds against you. This looks pretty dang weak. Let's see if I can get some help. Alright, that helped that they're on that river there. Perfect. Excellent work. What can this guy do? He really can't do much right now. This guy can actually embark and use the train, but I think he's out of ammo, so I'm just going to give him some replacements. You need to move. I don't know. This guy's so vulnerable right now. I guess I'll just have to take the anti-aircraft gun fire next turn. I could do one of two things. I could have him support these 2 aircraft, or I could chip away at this fighter. I'm gonna destroy the fighter. Okay. I'm gonna get punished for that, I'm sure. That's a very risky play. If I move him over here, they're gonna have vision of me. It's safer to, like, put him down here and then have it take it the next turn, the turn after. So I think that's what I'm going to do. They shouldn't have vision of me right there. The nice thing about having recon like this is you can step them up. I just want to put them in a spot where they don't have vision of me. Expose a few tiles over there. I don't think that they're going to have vision of me there. This guy can hit the railroad right here. He doesn't have a truck. I need some way of moving him around quicker. These guys have trucks. They can move fairly readily. If I move him up here, they're probably not going to have vision of me at all. And I can go either direction that I need to go. So I'm going to do that. And then I think I need him to attack here. Yeah. This guy's not going to have attack next turn. I want him to rush this VP. Or he could fly over here and start snapping up those VPs. I think I'm just going to have him fly over there and land there next turn. And maybe he could secure this town and start fighting into here. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but I have been known in the past to do that. And we'll say if he wants to come out, well, there's TAC bombers flying around and stuff like that. Let's keep him safe over here. Get our armor up first. I can move up here, take out that artillery, but like I said, the AA gun. Should I do that? I'll protect the trucks over here. Safe plays. That's what I'm all about, I guess. It's just I'm doing this without using my saves. I know I'm saving just in case there's an absolute disaster that occurs like that. But mainly I'm not going to save. See, that wasn't too bad. 2, that wasn't too bad, okay. Can this guy reach? He can reach the biplane? Or this guy? I think I'd rather have him reach that guy. Yeah, there you go, big boy. See, this guy's still supporting him. Can this guy just chip him away? I think so. I think I just want this fighter gone. He's too much of a threat. And I want to attack this a bit. He can't attack there because of this AA gun. So I'm going to have to sequence differently and possibly take out this AA gun first. That's all the artillery support that I have in the area. Wow, that guy can move that far this turn. Huh. Three. 5. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, this is brutal. Like, I can have this guy land. I need someone to capture this. I do want that VP. This guy's looking mean right there. I'm really worried about him. I could bring up my 88 to deal with him. I just realized that I could do this. Maybe last hit with the 88. It's not going to let me do that. It's going to have me move if I do that. So I don't know if this is glitched out, but I'm going to attack there because that's all I can do. Yeah, I'll make the bold move. Trap this guy here. You want to stay there? You're going to have to deal with a dismounted 88. I'm going to have my artillery support right there. Again, safe moves. Just like, who am I more afraid of right now? Well, I'm not afraid of this guy, not afraid of that guy. I think I'm more afraid of this armored car. Perfect. Good job. This guy can just walk into there next turn. Oh, there's no one in there. Perfect. God, this guy is just so annoying. There, you're dead. Should I have him go there? Well, now he's stuck. Move up. Move up. And he can't really attack anywhere. But I can give him some replacements for 13 prestige. I think that's pretty good. That's value there. Okay, he's down to 3 entrenchments. Do I have any aircraft left? This guy. Oh, he could take him out, though. No, we need to take this victory point. Victory points first. Oh, that's a good attack. 5-1. All day. He can get over there, though. 5-0. Must be something special about this guy. He has 1 experience level. Gonna have him go to the airport so he can start flying. Always got to be thinking ahead in this game. Expect this river crossing to be heavily defended. The AI is not just going to let you like march across this river without getting tagged a few times. Trust me. Spent way too many man-hours playing this game to not know that. Do I reinforce the tanks? Do I not? Oh, he can make it there? Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I got those VPs, the prestige points. He can get there and just get absolutely hammered. Or can get these guys across country and moved up. Ooh. I'm liking that movement. The reason why I'm so conflicted about what I'm going to do here is because these guys aren't going to be effective, right? Someone can move up and tag him there. I don't want to put him on the river to get absolutely slaughtered. Let's move around. And since this guy's so underpowered and kind of useless, I'll just have him go there. Move my trucks across these nice rolling fields. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to pass the turn, and then I think we're going to end the video here. Wow, that was their only attack. I have till turn 16 to make it all the way out here. We've conquered all this territory. So that is half the battles done. I think things are looking pretty good. I'm starting to build up a lot of prestige, which I'm going to need later to upgrade tanks, buy new planes, buy new equipment. So I want this to be much higher by the end of this game, but I think we're progressing really well. I did not expect this to go so well without using saves to then exploit the game and go back if something disastrous happens. Luckily, nothing too bad has happened so far. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.